What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new Am I on the Air Quick Bite. My name is Don Mega, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me on this quick bite of information. Hey, so I wanted to get together today on this quick bite and talk a little Marvel Cinematic Universe and Disney Plus. As you all know, they do a lot of shows on Disney Plus now, right? Disney is the home of the MCU now that they have a television side. They used to do a lot of spin-off kind of shows back in the day that were through what quote unquote kind of third parties. They were, ABC and Freeform and just different networks, Hulu, different things like that. But then Kevin Feige, the man behind the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, got his hands on the TV division as well a couple years ago and basically cut it off at the knees. Every show that was a Marvel property that was in development got axed. Everything was canceled and everything is now under the umbrella of Kevin Feige and will now be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So last year we kicked everything off with WandaVision and we had Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we had Loki, we had What If, we had Hawkeye, we just finished with Moon Knight. So we've had a handful of really good Marvel entries on the Disney Plus side. And we have a lot more coming. And tonight I wanted to take some time on this quick bite to talk about kind of the rest of the year on Disney Plus, but also break the news that Marvel has announced. Well, not really Marvel directly, but all the trades have announced that we are officially going to be getting Daredevil back in the MCU and on a Disney Plus show. Now, this was heavily speculated ever since a couple months back when all the Netflix Marvel shows disappeared. And we were like, that's really interesting because I don't think I've ever seen a Netflix produced show just vanish like that. It was very odd. And the only thing that made sense was it's probably going to go on Disney Plus. They're going to tie all this stuff together. They want to house all the Marvel stuff in one place. So let's take it off Netflix and let's put it on Disney Plus. And then the picture started getting clearer as we got Kingpin in the Hawkeye series. That was very interesting. Vincent D'Onofrio reprising his role from the Daredevil series in Hawkeye. And that was our first little piece of it's all connected. And then we went and saw Spider-Man No Way Home. And guess who popped up for a sec? The Daredevil himself, Matt Murdock. That's right, Matt Murdock being a lawyer for a scene. I'm a very good lawyer. Taking on the case for Peter Parker in Spider-Man No Way Home. And even though it's a very brief scene for a couple minutes, it showed that our Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock Daredevil is in this universe. And it's all connected once again. So the Netflix people starting to show back up. There's been a lot of teases about Jessica Jones and about Luke Cage and about the Punisher. A lot of speculation. Will we see them? Will they pop up in something down the road? We'll have to wait and see. But we started to really gain traction on the Daredevil stuff because of Spider-Man and the Hawkeye series. Well, today, like I said, it is official. A Daredevil series is in the works over on Disney Plus. And I can't tell you how happy I am to hear this because I am a massive Daredevil fan and I loved the Netflix series. It was my favorite of all of them. And now we're going to get more. A new Daredevil series is moving forward to Disney Plus, with Variety having exclusivity, learning from sources that Matt Corman and Chris Ord are attached to write and executive produce. Rumors have persisted for some time now that a Disney Plus series about the Man Without Fear was in the works, especially considering that two of the Netflix Daredevil series stars, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, have appeared in recent Marvel projects. Cox once again played Matt Murdock. the secret identity of Daredevil in the film Spider-Man No Way Home, while D'Onofrio reprised his role as Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, in the Disney Plus series Hawkeye. And now appears that the project is picking up steam with the hiring of Corman and Ord. Although, of course, Marvel has yet to announce anything regarding the show formally. Now, that's common sense. Marvel doesn't talk about this stuff. They don't talk about anything in development. You know how hush hush Marvel is, so they don't like to come out and talk about this stuff. But when writers are brought onto a project, the trades like this pick up on it, and then we find out stuff like this. Corman and Ord are most famously co-created the USA Network series Covert Affairs, starring Piper Perabo and Christopher Gorham. The show aired for 5 seasons on the basic cabler between 2010 and 2014. The most recently worked as executive producers and showrunners on the NBC drama shows The Enemy Within and The Brave, as well as the CW series Containment. Fans have been clamoring for more Daredevil ever since the Netflix series was canceled in 2018 after 3 seasons. They were in for the long wait. However, Variety reported in 2018 that the deal with Netflix included a clause that prevented any characters from the Marvel Netflix shows from appearing in any non-Netflix projects for 2 years after cancellation. Well, we're past that. So as the move came, as Disney looked to bring in its Marvel heroes under one umbrella, with multiple MCU shows having since debuted on Disney Plus, Moon Knight, starring Oscar Isaac, was the last such show to premiere. And we're going to talk about it here in a second. The trailer for She-Hulk debuting earlier this week. So I am so happy, and I hope that you all are so happy that Daredevil would be returning, especially with Charlie Cox. And I can't wait to see. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering, is it going to be as brutal? Is it going to be as hardcore as the Netflix series, or is it going to be watered down? We're really going to have to wait and see. The one thing I would point out is that since all the Netflix episodes are on Disney Plus now, none of them are edited. So if that gives you any kind of hope that the shows can kind of push the limits a little bit, it's that the other series did not get chopped up or edited to make it more watered down for Disney Plus. They have been left untouched. So that gives me some hope. And I think that they could push the boundaries pretty well on a PG-13 setting, especially if you just saw Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That was PG-13, and there was a lot of death and a lot of brutality in that film. So they can get away with a lot, and I think Daredevil will be okay. But I would love to see Kingpin come back. I'd love, obviously, we're having Charlie Cox back. Hopefully, they bring the whole Netflix team back. I hope that we maybe get to see some of the other Netflix characters, some of our other Defenders pop up. That would be great. So that's the main subject. But while we're talking about Disney Plus, I want to talk about a couple other things. Like we just hinted at earlier this week, just a couple days ago, they debuted the first teaser trailer for She-Hulk. She-Hulk, of course, is going to be dropping on Disney Plus in August. I believe August 17th is the official drop date, starring Tatiana Maslany, as she is going to be playing She-Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is in this as Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. So we got to see Hulk in the trailer. We got to see her Hulk up in the trailer. And the trailer was great. The show is She-Hulk Attorney at Law. It's going to have a comedy vibe. It's going to be 9 episodes long. I believe they're only going to be half-hour episodes, but it's going to be a comedy. And I like the setup of this. I like the look of it. I was a little iffy on the CG around She-Hulk herself. She looks a little Shrekky. And I don't know if it's just because it's a female and it's her skin tone, and she's such a smooth green, whereas like Hulk is muscular green and a different shade. So he just looks better to me. You've got Tim Roth in here as Abomination, and he looks great. And I love that they're going to tie up kind of what happened in Shang-Chi with Abomination kind of doing his little fight club. I heard Wong is going to pop up in She-Hulk, which would once again tie up the Shang-Chi stuff with the fight club. Everything I've seen about She-Hulk looks incredible. Everything hit for me, everything worked for me, and I'm very excited about this series. So make sure you check out that trailer. You can see it up on our Twitter page. Go to twitter.com/amiontheair to see that. So She-Hulk coming August 17th in less than a month, about 3 weeks, we're going to have Miss Marvel debuting on Disney Plus. So that's our next show that'll be hitting. And I'm very excited about that as well. My daughter's very, very excited about that one. The Echo show just started filming. Echo, of course, was a character in the Hawkeye show around Maya Lopez. And this is her spin-off show coming off the Hawkeye show. And they just started filming that. So just a shout out there that Echo is in production. And then Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is the new Nick Fury show with the scrolls that is coming to Disney Plus, and I believe this show will hit before the end of the year. And news dropped today that Kevin Feige says that a majority of this Secret Invasion show will take place during the snap, which is very interesting. Usually Marvel does not go backwards. Other than the Black Widow movie, we usually just go forward. We don't really do period pieces. I know Captain America, the First Avenger, and Captain Marvel were kind of throwbacks, but we haven't really done that with much else. And there's been over 30 projects. So that's interesting to me. Plus, it begs to concern if this is taking place during the snap. We saw Nick Fury and Maria Hill get dusted. So if they got dusted, why are they in this show? So just some more food for thought on that one there. Um, I mean, you got to ponder that. So I'm just wondering. I know some people are going to say, well, maybe it's because that Nick Fury and that Maria Hill are scrolls. But then that doesn't make quite sense because in the scene where they get dusted, he's got the pager to call Captain Marvel. And I don't see the real Nick Fury giving that pager to a scroll to hold on to. Maybe that's the way they'll play it. Maybe they're just saying that is Talos and his wife, like how they were in Spider-Man Far From Home. So we'll have to wait and see on that one there. But yeah, Secret Invasion, just want to drop that news there that it does take place during the snap. And then really to kind of wrap up the news, in October, we should be getting the Halloween special, Werewolf by Night. So that's going to be a very special one-off kind of thing that Disney Plus is doing. We don't have much details about that other than it's going to be something supernatural and scary for Halloween. And then we move into our Christmas special. That's right, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that James Gunn just directed while he was making Volume 3. That will come out this December. It does take place in the MCU timeline. This isn't like something elseworldy. This isn't multiversy. This comes out in the MCU timeline. It takes place between Thor: Love and Thunder and before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So it takes place in the middle there. Um, just to paint the picture. So that means that you probably won't see Gamora in this holiday special because in that timeline they haven't reunited with her yet, because that's what Guardians 3 is about, is them trying to find, the Gamora from the past, since obviously our Gamora from the future died in Infinity War. So, but I'm looking so forward to the holiday special. It's probably going to be 45 minutes to an hour, if that. But it's a one-off kind of thing. It's not a series. It's not a movie. It's just a holiday special, but it's going to be cool. It's going to have its own soundtrack. And I love that it takes place in actual MCU canon. So that is really cool as well, too. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys, man. And there's a whole bunch more stuff down the line on Disney Plus. They're getting ready to start filming Ironheart. There's going to be Armor Wars. There's going to be all kinds of stuff coming to Disney Plus down the road. So we'll keep an eye on that as we get closer to it. But right now, like I said, we got Miss Marvel coming out in June. We got She-Hulk coming out in August. And then, of course, we're going to have Secret Invasion before the end of the year. We got Werewolf by Night coming out in October. We got the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special in December. So we got a lot of stuff coming this year, 2022, on Disney Plus. And welcome back, Daredevil and team. I'm so excited about that. Probably won't see anything until 2023 at the earliest, hopefully no later. But we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on any developing information on that. So that'll do it for our quick bite here tonight. Make sure you follow on Twitter at Am I On The Air. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. And of course, make sure you follow the regular podcast. This is a spinoff show. So if you're subscribed to this, subscribe to the main podcast feed, which is just called Am I On The Air. Airs new episodes every Monday night for your full latest and greatest in entertainment news. AmIOnTheAir.com. Alrighty, guys, I am out of here. And until next time, y'all, peace.